Hi cozies, we have something so exciting today, a MeePlus. I am going to be setting this up today. I'm so excited that MeePlus sent this over. So let's take a look at it. I've been seeing MeePlus all over YouTube, TikTok. So let's see what we got. I got the personal wide size. Oh, they put my name on it. Nice. So these are the inserts. We'll put those to the side. The little ring binder here, pen holder, and then the actual MeePlus. A little bit about MeePlus is that their journals are fully customizable. So you can get any color rings, silver or gold. You can do different leathers, all of the things. So it comes with a dust jacket, which is really nice because when you're finished with it, you can put it in the dust jacket or this box. This box feels kind of good quality. All right. Oh, this is nice. This is really nice. Okay. So this feels it has a little bit of texture to it, but it is very smooth. And the inside, I got the 11mm rings. They do offer 15, but I got 11 because I am known to overstuff my journals and inserts and things like that. So I got 11mm to try to hold me to not putting my whole life into this journal here. I did get customization, so you can get little phrases or your name or whatever put on the binding here. I did get one of my favorite quotes by Shirley Chisholm, which is that they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. So I did get that put on here, and it does look really nice. They have a multitude of different fonts you can choose from as well, and this feels really nice. This is the chestnut color. Let's see what it smells like. Oh, it smells really good. This is premium Italian leather, and then the rings are German cross rings, which is really nice. Let's see if it, oh, so you got to give it a little bit of a push to get open. Hold up. Okay, so a little bit of a push to get them open, but I'm excited to finally get this set up. I'm using this as my content planner, ideas, scripting. Currently, what I use is my Supernote, which is like an e-journal device, and I use that to kind of write down the ideas that I have for specific weeks, but I want to use this specifically for the scripting of those videos. So if I have certain hooks I want to make sure that I say, certain points I want to make, I wanted to use this to kind of be my go-to for my content every week. And the good thing about the rings is when I'm done with a certain week, I can take it out. So I'm excited to finally get this all set up. I love the rounded corners because, you know, sometimes you can get like those square corners on leather. Like I said, this feels really nice, like very, very nice to the hand. So, and the good thing about the Italian leather, it is going to patina, which I think is so pretty. I know some people like their stuff to look brand new when they get it and years later, but I like the fact that it kind of ages with you and tells the story of your life essentially. So let's go ahead, enough of that jibber jabber. Let's go ahead and get this set up. So first thing you have to put in is this protector cover. It kind of protects the leather from the rings. So if you've seen like on Reddit or in other videos, when you don't have the protector, these rings can kind of indent on the outside. I don't think it's going to completely mitigate that, but I do think it's going to shrink it some. So I'm going to put this in first. And I got the one that matched because I wanted it all to be very matchy. Okay, that was easy enough. And then I'm going to put in the little pen holder here. Oh, this is so nice. They put my little initial on there. Okay, that's really nice. So we're going to put this in. And again, I got the one, they give you two options. So you can get the pen holder that has the pen loop, or you can just get the elastic closer. These rings, this ring, I don't know if it's me or if this is hard to open. Yeah, those the rings are a little on the stiff side. It's a little difficult to open. Okay, so I'm gonna put in this. Like I said, you can get it with the pin loop, or you can get it with just the elastic closure. I got it with the pin loop. Let's see if one of my fountain pens will fit in here. I did get the larger size, so hopefully it does. Okay, it kind of fits in there. Oh wait, no, it does. All right, they could fit a TWSBI. All right, that's nice. That's nice to know because I do like writing with fountain pens. So we know that a TWSBI fits in there. Okay, cool. So let's put this in. Okay. Now let's take a look at these inserts here. I got the, if I didn't already say it, I have the personal wide size. So they have a few thickness of papers you can get. They have 120 GSM, and then they also have 52 GSM. Now for the personal wide, they only offer the lighter white paper, the lighter weight paper. They do say that this paper is fountain pen friendly. So we're actually gonna put that to the test. So let's open up this one here. Let's see. Okay. So this is kind of like, oh, okay, I like this because this is, they're like little sheets. I think I could use this for like my content ideas. I like the fact that it's landscape, so I can write that way. So we're gonna put a few of these in there. And it is, honestly, this paper is very, very, very lightweight. Like, I have a Hobonichi that I use as my main planner, and this paper feels lighter than that. So I'm interested to test out if it really is fountain pen friendly. We will put that to the test. Now, you will notice on the website that they don't have all the inserts for the personal wide up yet. Again, this is like a new size. So graph paper. Okay, so it looks like we have 2 millimeter squares, and then this looks to be about 4 millimeter squares, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to put in this one. I write a little bit on the bigger side. So we're gonna put this one to the side. And then I think this is plain paper too. Yeah, this is just plain paper. So we're definitely gonna put some in here because I do like to brain dump. So we'll put a little bit of that in there. And then the graph paper as well. Put a few of those. Okay. Now this is a new size to me. I typically am an A5 girl, or I've been toying around with A6. So using this personal wide size, I wanted something new to see if this is a size that I do enjoy. I am left-handed, so rings typically are not my favorite thing to use, but I think because the rings are so small, that'll be more of a comfortable experience. And based upon the research I've done, they do say that the smaller rings are a lot better to write with. So let's go ahead and put in some of these inserts. I think we're gonna do, let's do the plain paper first. And then I'm gonna put in, let's do some, I will say, like I said, this paper is very, very thin. Let's put some of this graph paper in. And I think what I'll use these for is actually writing out what each week those content pieces are that I want to get up. So we're going to put these in the front here. Okay. Honestly, I could put a lot more in here, which is surprising to me. If you see, like, this is not stuffed. So, but I think we're going to keep it on the lighter side for now. So now let's do a actual fountain pen test to put this paper to the test, see if it really is fountain pen friendly. So we're gonna go ahead and let's try it on the graph paper here. I already have this TWSBI out. Let's see. This is inked with Robert Oster Frankly Blue. So let's just bring you all in a little closer so y'all can see. So now the rings, I will say, let me see. Yeah, they're not really in the way. And I write underhanded, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal either. So let's just write. I will say, it does feel really nice to write on. Very smooth paper. Okay, let's see if we have any ghosting or anything. All right, so a little bit of ghosting, but no bleed through, which is very, like I said, this paper feels even lighter than Tomoe River paper. So it's very interesting that it is fountain pen friendly. Let's go ahead and try one of my wetter writers. I do have a broad nib pen, so we're gonna go ahead and try broad and see if it can take something that's a little bit more on the broad side. Very smooth. Like, I don't feel any scratchiness at all. Okay. I really like this pen. The broad nib, oh, it's perfect. All right, so I mean, honestly, I don't know if y'all can see that, but there really is no bleed through. There's ghosting as to be expected, but there is no bleed through. I'm very intrigued by that. I definitely expected some kind of bleed through. I know it said it was fine pen friendly, but honestly, I didn't think it was because this paper is very, very light. Like, typically, like I said, you see bleed through. Even with like thicker papers, you can see some bleed through, but this is actually really nice. I'm actually very impressed with this paper. I'm a little bit scared I'm gonna rip it, honestly. It's very, very thin. I do like the 11mm rings because I feel like there's plenty of space in here, and I do have a few inserts, so I think that I could probably get maybe at least a full month, if not 2 months of writing in here and doing my content planning and doing all of my ideas. I definitely feel like, oh, these are double-sided as well. I didn't realize that. I definitely feel like I can definitely accomplish what I want to with this. Like I said, this is going to be my content planning, my scripting. I do like these inserts. This is the personal wide size, which I feel is like very comparable to, like, here's my Paper Republic. Let me just compare it. This is my Paper Republic, which is a pocket, and it's much bigger. I was gonna say a little bit, but it's definitely bigger than this. So I do feel like this is a good size. I know most people do the Bible size, but I've never used personal wide, and I wanted to give it a chance. But I definitely see myself using this. The paper, I don't know if y'all can tell, but it's a little bit on the cream side. It's not like a stark white, which I appreciate because, I don't know, something about bright white paper just is not for me. Like I said, very smooth to the touch, and I definitely feel like I can get a good use out of this. So I'm really excited to use this. I'm going to be using this week, and what I'm going to do is, after a good month of using this, I'm going to come back with my full month's worth of thoughts. But I definitely like this a lot. And then you can close it, which I appreciate because Lord knows I can get wordy. I can start trying to really overstuff this. I can see myself trying to do that. But even with it closed, as you can see, there is a good chunk of room left. Definitely see myself using this often for my content. I love this color, this chestnut brown, and it is really nice. Very, very nice. So those are my initial thoughts on the MeePlus. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hype up this video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you all next week.